Okay, one moment. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everything About Google Cloud Certifications, where you will learn about our absolutely awesome in person program with top experts that we are studying. But first, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Shivika Arora, who actually made all of this happen. She got us the biggest sponsor in the GDG history and the biggest bank in New York and the United States. I don't know about the world. JP Morgan. She's a Women Tech Makers ambassador, and she has a very, very innovative job at JP Morgan. So, Shivika, you have the floor to tell us more about your super exciting job and what we are starting today.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anna. Hello, everyone. So nice to meet you. And thank you for your time today. I'm super excited to be partnering with the Women Tech as a Women Tech Maker ambassador on this Google certification program. So, just a quick background on what I do at JP Morgan. I pretty much deploy Tech Center as a product across key strategic locations for the firm. So, my remit includes Manhattan, which is New York, Silicon Valley, Seattle, Brooklyn, and then oversights over places in Atlanta, Austin, McLean, and other locations around the world. And really, basically, it's about helping senior tech leaders in these locations for the bank deploy their tech agenda as well as people agenda. So, really working with them to understand their modernization journey, but at the same time, making sure that we're investing in our employees and their experience as developers. So, lots of work keeps me busy pretty much. And then earlier this year, I was I was chosen, which I always look at that email and I'm like, wow, I made it. And I'm sure most of you feel it that way. That I was the Woman Tech Maker ambassador, and I was very excited. And in that journey, I met Anna, and we started talking about how I could help her deliver this program in New York City. And so the partnership came easy. I was able to work with the Women in Tech Take It Forward group in JP Morgan and bring us together to help us deliver in person sessions for the certifications. I'm really excited, and I really hope that all of you can walk away feeling that this is something that you want to be part of and take advantage of meeting in person and expanding your network. And as Anna pointed out, we're going to have some really good instructors. So I think that goes without saying that we are embarking on a very effective and impactful program. So that's me, Anna. Back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivika. This is a great intro. And before we continue, we have two Googlers who are here, who are the North America Developer Ecosystem team and who we work closely with. If you're here, you must have heard about the Google Developer Groups, but we are Google Developer Groups in New York City. We also have fantastic Women Tech Makers ambassadors, and we are all about letting everyone learn the latest technologies. A lot of times they're Google technologies, but we'll talk today about cloud in general. But I really would love for Carolina and Aniedi to take the floor. So Linda, please make Aniedi a presenter. And Carol, you know this. Carolina is a friend. We've done many events together in person. She used to run the GDG Cloud New York City, as well as many other very important communities like Linin, the biggest Latinx tech area. And Carolina, why don't you say more? I can't see the screen. Carolina, are you here?
I think she may have dropped off, but Anieda is here. So Anna, you wanna?
Oh,
Yeah.
Aniedi is the new boss, right, Aniedi? All
Ah,
the
what
GDGs.
a way. No, 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 not at all. I'm the chief community ecosystem sovereign, so definitely not a bot. Anyway, hi everyone. Pleased to meet you. So my name is Aniedi, and it feels like recently, but I think over the last 4 months, I've been engaging with the North America developer ecosystem team. I joined from a different team at Google, or a different region where I had a similar role, looking across our programs in sub-Saharan Africa. Been at Google for about 6.5 years, and I'm very excited to be coming to America, part two, and joining the team to help, continue the amazing work that has been done. So this is fantastic to see this event being put together. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank all the collaborators, and of course for the attendees and the participants who this certification program is being put together for. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I look forward to engaging with everyone, both the organizers and the participants, over the course of this program. And of course, thanking the sponsors as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Anidi. Carolina, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, I'll just chime in to say hello. Like Anna mentioned, I collaborated frequently with GDG New York City and was also Women Tech Makers Ambassador in New York City as well. So very excited to now be supporting our communities internally, working alongside Anieti. Really excited to just continue supporting our communities and also joining this program. And so I may hopefully meet some of you in person once we kick off. And I'm really excited for that. And again, thank you everyone from the organizers to our sponsors as well, and for everyone that's joining us here in this chat, and for those that will be joining us even afterwards. Excited to hopefully get to connect and meet you in person soon.
Awesome. Thank you. Anna, back to you, I guess.
Yes, Carolina is in New York, and Aniedi, you always have an invitation to visit. We'll be sharing more of the details later, but the program will run at JP Morgan's office, right next to Grand Central, so it couldn't be more famous location. People know where that is. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulty. And I'll introduce myself. I've had the pleasure to lead GDG NYC, and I'm a Women Tech Makers Ambassador. I'm very passionate about women in tech. I feel cloud is the future, and the future is now. And let's continue with the presentation. We are a Google Developer Group in New York City. Here you can see our International Women's Day, which was one of the first times we met in person after 3 years. We do monthly, sometimes more than monthly events for all kinds of technologies. We had a huge Google I/O event at another super venue at Samsung New York City, and now we are launching absolutely incredible program for 8 weeks where you will have the opportunity to prepare for Google Developer Certification, and more specifically the Associate Google Cloud Engineer Certification. This is what we are going to talk today, why in general you want to be certified. Certification doesn't run the projects in Google Cloud Platform, but there are many benefits for that. And whether you're in the beginning of your cloud career or you're more advanced, the certification has many benefits. And at the end, we're going to talk about our specific programs. There are many ways to get prepared. It's all online. We are doing it in person. The cloud skills are in high demand. You know that if you're a startup, you are born in the cloud. So I can't think of any startup that's going to start doing, spinning servers in their basement. But the reason they're in high demand is because as fast as it grows, the cloud is still in early days. And a great example is JP Morgan, who are our sponsor. They're the biggest bank of America, and they're now embarking on their cloud journey. And there are many examples like this. The biggest company, the biggest enterprise companies in the world, they're either running their own data centers, or they're exploring multi-cloud solutions. So it's you're at the right time, at the right place. The fastest growing demand is the one for Google Cloud. That is the fastest growing cloud. The two most sought after certificates in the entire cloud space, which includes the other two big players, Microsoft and Amazon, are actually Google Clouds. They're the data engineer and the cloud architect. We are not starting with those. We are starting with the associate cloud engineer, but that's the foundation for all of them. What you're looking at here is a program that Google announced. There was it's been exactly a year already, but Google Cloud is infinite. All the apps that you use every day, like Gmail, YouTube, Google Maps, they run on Google Cloud. So they have about 9 apps, I think, at this point. They have more than 1 billion users. And now every business has the opportunity to use the exact same technology. So the cloud is infinite, but the people who are running it are very finite. So that's why there is a huge opportunity. There is a need for 40 million people that have these skills. And the learning programs are very different. You do need hands-on skills. That's why we are doing this in person, where you can have an instructor and get hands-on experience, because it's not you may know all the theories, but when you launch the Google Cloud platform and you see all the options there, you need to run this there hands-on. So that's why this program is different. And this literally just came out. I enjoy reading it very much. We'll share the links with everybody. It's an article of basically the faces of Google Cloud and how they started their journey, and that you don't have to be a software engineer. And if you want to work in Google Cloud, there are many other roles like that. You don't have to write software on a day-to-day basis. And there are many opportunities. You can be sales engineer, you can be account executive, you can be facing clients. And it's super interesting article of all kinds of backgrounds that you can be coming from, and you can pivot into that career space. So you may have fantastic experience already, or you maybe don't have experience. In either way, getting a cloud certification is going to help you tremendously. Google is a company that measures everything. So here are some numbers that we can share. 78% feel more confident. If you have certificate, that's a proof that you have cloud skills. So of course you will feel more confident, because you will see our program is very intense. It requires very significant time commitment, both in person and on your own. And of course, you can add this to your resume, and certificate is the goal. But as we go along in the program, you also learn a cloud skill badge for each week that you complete, and that is also something very valuable that you can share everywhere. There are many benefits. Everybody loves swag, but one huge benefit is that, for example, Cloud Next is coming up. That is by far the biggest Google event, not just Google Cloud event. Before the pandemic, it was for 40,000 people in San Francisco. This year, it's largely online. There are some in-person events But if you're certified, you will get a special recognition and usually invited to Google Cloud Next and um, other exclusive events. And what is the current state of the cloud certifications? As you can see, there are 8 of them already. It's great to hear that there are already people who do have the cloud digital leader certification. We highly recommend that one. These all of these certifications are very hands-on and we require a lot of learning and a lot of commitment. And if you have no experience whatsoever with Google Cloud, we do recommend to start with the Cloud Digital Leader, since this is more for sales, for marketers who work with Google Cloud to understand all the products and services within Google Cloud. There uh, at this point, I think about 200 of them. So it's very important to understand how they work together. If you have that foundation, or if you already have experience with Google Cloud, we are launching the Associate Cloud Engineer. This one is very hands-on. It requires literally knowledge how to do projects and especially infrastructure in Google Cloud. And we hope that this is just the pilot in the beginning. We are already planning to do the rest of these certificate. As you can see there, they can be very specialized, like the professional data engineer, the professional Google Cloud architect. These are the most sought after in the industry, in the entire cloud industry, that have the highest pay across the field. But for us, next would be probably the machine learning engineer. We are already planning this. Uh, the associate cloud engineer will give you the best foundation for any of them. If you want to stop there, you will be absolute expert in running projects. Or if you want to continue, that is the one to start with. And these are the differences between the associate level and the professional one. The professional one means you can build, deploy, and manage projects on Google Cloud. The other ones are also a lot about not just knowing how to do things, but also being able to design and plan and to architect an entire solution, as well as being able to build it and deploy. The exams are not easy to take. They require about 2 hours. You have 60 questions, and part of this program will be doing hands-on labs to prepare you to have the practical experience. But also, we are going to do um, study prep, especially for the exam, to know strategy, to practice questions, and to be very prepared once you go to get the actual certification, which can be it can be done online. It can also be done at a test center, but either way, the format is exactly the same and the preparation is exactly the same. What are the online and learning resources? You can do this on your own. There is so many resources. Coursera has a program, a plural site. There are other ones. For example, I like the Cloud Guru one that used to be the Linux Academy. That one is an excellent program. Of course, there's a Google Cloud Skills Boost. This is the former Quick Labs, which we will be using. So you can do this self-paced on your own at any of those and more platforms. But or use the official Google Cloud study guides. But what we are doing today is going to be very structured. We are building on top of this program. Is going to be in person with instructors. It's basically going to be like old school college class that you need to attend in person. You'll have assignments to complete each week, and we are going to culminate in a big graduation, which we haven't published it yet, but is going to be a dev fest where there'll be many surprises and gifts swag you're going to receive. But I'll give the word back to Shivika to talk more about the program, where it's going to be, how it's going to work.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. So, in terms of in terms of what the format's going to look like, Anna mentioned, there's going to be a component of in-person learning, and what we expect is, uh, do you want me to switch the slide, Anna, or we can just talk on this one? Okay.
Also, yeah, we can actually, this is a good overview
Mm-hmm.
of what the program consists of, and we can go over what you will be expected to complete each week.
Yeah.
This is the next 4 5 slides. Yeah, feel free, if you prefer to share with that, would that be easier?
No, this is good. This is good.
Okay,
So,
fantastic.
in terms of the location, obviously the location for JP Morgan's in-person classroom is 277 Park. All the details will be provided to you. We are going to make it accessible for you to bring in your laptop and log in through the Wi-Fi available and log into the work that's going to be supported in addition to the in-person instructor experience. Also, one of the things that we had talked about was the timing. Now we understand that everybody has a day job and they need to take care of that. While if you commit yourself to studying for the certification, looking for commitment from you. It's only 8 weeks. You will have a cohort. Everybody will come together to support each other. One thing we do want to point out is the timing. So we will open it up and everybody can probably put it in the chat. Currently, we have the booking for 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. as a after, the study sessions. However, we would love to hear if you think an earlier timeline would be better, so something around 3 to 7, so that we can then make a final decision on what time works for most of you. And then we will make sure that the classes run from there and the instructors are available for that time frame. So if everybody can just kind of quickly put it in the chat, a preferred time. Currently, we are expecting it to be 5 to 9, but if 3 to 7 is something that works for you, we are collecting that feedback as well.
And
Yeah,
just to
go ahead.
add, also there is a question in the link that you see here that I also pinned to the message chat. There is a question there as well. What time is best for you?
Perfect.
So that's yeah, we can collect here, and also if you already saw the link, you can, and what you heard sounds good to you, you can already start filling out the registration and state your preferred time.
Yes. And I am actually seeing most of it 5 to 9, which is exactly, Anna, what we thought about because of the fact that everybody has a full time, but it's only an 8-week commitment course.
Okay. Yeah, I can't see the chat because I'm presenting, but
yeah, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
That's a great
it's a good
thing.
choice because 9
Yeah.
is a little late, but
I mean, we just
if you prefer,
yeah. I mean, we wanted to. This is the time frame that gets most of us, if not everybody of us. So, we knew that there were some restrictions somewhere. So this is the format again, right? As Anna pointed out in the presentation, there is a self-study, but there are going to be study jams, and that's exactly what's in front of you on the presentation. Anna, do you want to go over about what to expect every week?
Right. So as you saw on this slide, the main components of this program are the cloud study jams, where you will get the hands-on experience. And then we are going to do the certification study group is going to be the actual preparation for the exam and going over the concepts and how that you learned with the instructors in person at JP Morgan, how they apply and how you can pass and be prepared to pass the exam. So that one is going to be 1 hour virtual session. And that's another one that we were debating when to do. For now, the plan is to do the 1 hour virtual session. So it's basically a question. It's 1 hour question and answers and going over the exam. And this is the pilot program. We want to make it the best possible. So this can change, of course, depending on the weekly needs of all the learners. But for now, we are planning to do it, since it's virtual, planning to do it for an hour on Fridays during lunch hours, or we can do on Thursday at the same time at 5 p.m. But that one is more flexible, still to be determined, where you will still be able to connect to your instructor. We are finalizing the instructors. We are gathering instructors from Google, from Google Cloud partners. Google works with a fantastic network of Google developer experts who are not from Google, but they work on a daily basis with these solutions. So you'll be able to meet all of them in person in New York. And this is what the labs for each week are. And you will be, in order to graduate, you will be required to complete those. They do take about, that's why our meeting is going to be for 4 hours. Some of them may require a little longer. So what we're going to try to do every time is complete all of them together. But you will get 3 month free access to a Cloud Skill Boost, or the former Quick Labs, where you can do these on your own. But it's best to plan to attend every single session, to do this together. If you've done it already, you can ask questions, because these are labs that you literally sign into Google Cloud Platform. You need to complete the tasks. And if you get stuck, you will have to restart and do it again. So that's why we're doing it together, so everybody can get support. And to be honest with you, we did the virtual cloud study jams, and that's one that doesn't work very well online, because when you're in person, and we can have even more than one instructor, and other people who support, who can come to your desk and help you. If we do it online, somebody has to share one by one their screen. We have to troubleshoot, figure it out, then the next one. And that one takes longer than doing it in person. So that's another big advantage why we are in person. And the other big benefit of this is these are actually quests that you get a badge, a Google Cloud Skills badge, that you know how to do all those things. So this is, again, something that can go on your link profile and your resume. And these are the ones that we have planned for the 7 weeks that we are meeting in person. Terraform is something new, and also that's part of the associate cloud engineer exam. Those exams they only last for 2 years, because the industry moves fast, the cloud moves fast, and you need to keep learning all the time. You'll be able to learn how to build a website in Google Cloud, and deploy to Kubernetes is a big part of the exam, but also it's very fundamental for the entire cloud. So this is something very, very important to know. And that one is actually optional, but we put it as part of the study jams. It's very fundamental one to know. And this is you see the entire learning journey here. There are 6 weeks for the 7th one. As I said, we're planning a big dev fest with graduation and surprises for you. And you will get access if you fill out the form, and actually just attending today's session, you get free access to complete all of this on your own. I can't stress this enough. This requires at least 20 to 25 hours commitment altogether. So we will meet for 4 hours in person, and you can see how long each skill badge takes. And on top of that, you have to do some self-learning online. And all of this will be shared with you. And I think it's Shivika or Caro and Yeti. Do you want to add anything, or we can open it up to questions? And Linda, please enable everyone's microphone if they want to do it live.
I think the only thing that I'll add is, I mean, this is great, right? This is a great program. We're adding in, there's the virtual component. So we're not saying, hey, don't do self-paced. There's self-paced, but then there's a component of in-person, which I think is so important for the success of the program. And I encourage everybody to just have that on the back of the mind as they think about registering for this program. And as on the chat, you will see that the registration link is pinned right at the top. Yeah, and we are meeting. I know somebody asked the question, what is the frequency of meeting? So we are meeting every Wednesday from 5 to 9. Again, it's once a week for meeting in person, but then there's that spread of how the courses will run each week, which Anna shared and which you should have access to as well. So we made it in that fashion where you can really take advantage of this program, and all the goodies, as Anna said, that comes with it. So I think that's the only thing I
Yes,
would
we are working. You already get 3 months free
Yep.
access, but also we are working to get you vouchers, books, swags. That's not the reason to join, but it's just something to help you. We are here to support you to get certified and have enormous opportunities in your career. And I want to still share. So I want to still share my screen before we start with. So these are not public yet, but this is where you'll sign up for each study jam. We just put placeholders. We'll be adding who the speakers are, but it's every Wednesday, starting next Wednesday, for 4 hours. It feels like we've settled at 5 to 9. You can still choose that in the form, but these are all the cloud study jams. We will be adding the online virtual hours that will be very beneficial for you, as Shivika shared. As you are doing the online studying, you can join the office hours after you've been to each week, after you've met in person, and ask more questions, and make sure you complete each week. You don't want to fall behind, because these things add up. So this is where you will be signing up for each cloud study jam in person at JP Morgan. And I want to share, so this is the form that you can fill out. We will be using this to contact you and to make sure you can attend all the sessions. You can choose when is best for you. And if you have Google Cloud Platform experience, that's a big plus. If not, of course, you're still welcome to attend. We're open to anyone, but it may be a better option for you to go first the Cloud Digital Skills route and get that certificate first, so that you have a foundation. And in order to graduate, we do expect 100% in-person attendance. As Shivika shared, we started this in, was it May? We started this in May, and all Women Tech Makers ambassadors gathered, and they all said, oh, let's do it in person. Let's make the most impactful program. So to get a venue just for one day cost 3.5K. To get instructors of such caliber cost the same. And you know how it is if you're enrolled in college and you go through this is like a semester in college basically. That can be very pricey. So this comes at no cost to you. However, we do expect you to be there, and also to commit about 20 hours per work. So please go ahead and ask questions, and also fill out the form. Who wants to go first? You can unmute yourself. You can also share your camera. Or do we have questions in the? Oh, Oh, Ruchi. Ruchi is a learner as well as an organizer. Ruchi, are you still here? Well, she may have dropped off. I would have loved to
She's not.
introduce you to here.
She's on
Altogether.
stage, so maybe need to add her.
But she did say, is there additional time required online? Yes, as you can see, um, the cloud study jams, they may take you longer. They're very hands-on, where you literally open the Google Cloud Platform and you're supposed to run Kubernetes, spin VMs, know what Terraform is. So then, depending on your level, may take, you can breeze through them in 15 minutes, or it may take you a few hours per each one. So we do expect you to spend time, that you can watch. There are also videos, and you can absolutely do the labs unlimited. But don't rely just on the in-person meetings in and the cloud study prep. That's going to be virtual 1 hour. You will need to do more work on your own. Let's see what other questions.
I think Aniket was asking what happens if he doesn't attend a few sessions. Aniket, are you referring to the in-person ones? Because the other ones are self-paced, and then there's the
Yes.
virtual. Okay. So what
So the
happens, Anna?
in-person one is for you. You have a set time, you have structure. We can, if you're doing the, Coursera or Pluralsight, you can do those. You can do it, on your own whenever you want. The in-person one is mainly for you, so you can get the job done with support, with your peers, with instructors. If you have to miss one, um, of course, it has to be for a good reason, for if you're going on a business trip. But this is not the case where, oh, it's raining and my mate has birthday and my dog is sick and I'm not going to come today. It's not like that. I actually wanted to make this paid, and the Google team said, let's make it free. I wanted to have some kind of fee, because when people pay a little bit of fee, even if it's $5, they're more committed. But we are doing it free. That doesn't mean that you can skip class and not committed. We do expect you to attend, but that's mainly for your own benefit.
Yeah, and I think
and the forum has a choice which ones you
Yeah.
can attend, so you know the times in advance. Okay, the next the kickoff is only 1 week notice, but the rest of them you have months, months in advance, so you can plan and put this as your biggest priority, right?
I agree. And I think, since we have made this free and we're bringing really, really high caliber instructors in, and we have a in-person component to this certification, which honestly, at this moment, there are not a lot of cloud certifications who can claim that. So there's going to be office hour, in-person, self-paced. So this certification is a win-win for at so many levels, and so that's the reason why we want that commitment from you and that dedication, and it's ultimately going to benefit you, and we promise you that.
That is a good point. That is the most unique program. We called it the ultimate road to
Yes, I love it.
because there is no. I also don't know of any in-person ones. I know Google does some in person, but they're one-off. This is a continuous
Yeah.
program
Yeah,
that is the Cadillac of the cloud
it
certification
is.
program.
Yeah.
So congratulations to be here. We are at the right time. We appreciate that you found out about this. When does registration close? So sign up before October
The
12th.
14th.
I'll
No,
be
September 12th is not October.
oh, sorry,
September 12th.
September 12th. I mean, yeah, you need to be the kickoff
Register.
of the in-person, and today's introduction is next Wednesday at the same time as today, 5 to 9. I think we'll settle on that, right, Shivika? Sounds like
Yeah,
we
so
said-
we
never
agree, we
got
said
the
that
chat,
we
but-
could, yeah, I mean, we can type it in. So we had agreed that September 12th is a deadline. Maybe, Anna, we put it in a presentation or any attachment that goes out to any
Oh,
people
yeah,
once
good
they
point.
register. So once the registration confirmation comes in, we'll say, hey, make sure to finish off your registration by September 12th. And the reason we said that was so that we give us enough time to accommodate in-person capacity for September 14th kickoff of the certification program. So September 12th is the deadline.
Fantastic. Is it possible to share today's presentation? Absolutely. I can share the link right now. And we will also follow up with an email. One moment. Anyone with the link? I'll be sharing this right now. There was another question: is the registration fee? This is completely free. You pay with your time.
Yes.
And your commitment.
another thing that not a lot of programs can say about themselves, right? We're free.
Yes. So if you do, for example, we have had, and Linda knows. Is Linda still here? Linda knows well. We one of our sponsors that work with in the past is ROI Training. ROI Training, their premier Google Cloud certified trainer, and one training that's online costs $1,000, and it's maybe a day or two, something like that. So and it's not in person. So this is
All
this is,
I know is that the recorded ones are like $500-$600. The in person, I don't really know how much for ROI training. I cannot really tell you.
yeah.
They vary. Some are thousands of dollars. I've seen them 2,000. Just to give you a gist of it, a 4-day Kubernetes online boot camp is close to $3,000.
For,
So
for
it's
how many meetings? For 4? Well, that's a good value.
4 days. 4 days. That's it.
Like 4 full days?
4 full days, and that's it.
I
So
see.
boot
In
camp,
person. That's a good value, I would say.
yeah,
But still, pretty pricey.
it's free.
Um,
Can't beat free.
there was a question: do we plan to do this again? Up to me, I would run all 8 certifications at the same time. But we are a volunteer group. We don't have this capacity. However, I do already have in the pipeline a fantastic instructor who wants to do the machine learning one. So we may do that one. I don't know if it will be online or in person. We'll see how that one goes. But if that one is successful, we may expand our partnership with JP Morgan and do more. We'll see.
Absolutely.
We'll see what's the demand, what's the success. But like I said, take advantage of this one because any of them would require you to know GCP inside out. So this is your chance, even if you're cloud architect that just got certified, you must know what's happening. But Google Cloud is they're changing every day. They're announcing every day, not just updates, entire new products. Google is now Anthos is now you can be multi-cloud and hybrid, and Kubernetes is run on Anthos, and BigQuery runs on Anthos, and there's just so much. I know Cloud Next is coming up next month. I'm sure they'll have huge announcements. So it never hurts to repeat. As a matter of fact, to grasp everything, because I was part of the Cloud Journey certification for women tech makers, and also have done the labs many times. One time is not enough to do the lab. You need to do it many times so that you understand the concepts and you can do this. Okay, yeah, Frank already shared. Um, do we have a Slack channel? That is a fantastic question. There is a Slack channel, which is actually for everyone who is part of the program, where is another source of support. So everyone, because we are doing this, you heard this is the ultimate program, but GGs who are doing this, they can be anywhere in the world, really. They can be in Europe, they can be North America. So there is a global channel for that, where once we kick off, or even now, let me see if I can share. I think for that, I'm gonna share it now. Absolutely, yes. There is a Slack channel where you can get support not only from our instructors in this program, but also connect to all the learners and all the GDG organizers that are running this.
There was an additional question around 5 p.m. start. We are open at 5 p.m. However, expect that we may kick off around 5:05. So I know, I think it was Aditi asking if it's 5 p.m. is a sharp start. We're all humans, so most likely it's going to be a few minutes later. But yeah, we're open. We would expect everybody to at least make the effort to be there on time.
Yes, but of course it's better to show up at 5:30 than not show up at all. So
Um,
Linda, do you have the Slack channel,
possible.
since you I know you have that? One second. But yeah,
Sorry,
we
somebody was saying
Channel, Anna? Which Slack channel, Anna?
the one that is for all the road to Google Cloud Developer Certification.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the link. Yeah, give me just a second. I have it in my Slack, but I have to find the link. Yeah.
But yeah, great question.
somebody was saying something. We got cut off. Was it you,
Yeah,
Aditi? Yeah.
yeah. So basically, everyone is having their office wrapped up at 5. So it's a request from everyone if we can be a little bit flexible with the time and maybe start at 6 or 5:30.
Well, I mean, your company should be super happy that you're doing this. They should be paying you that you're getting certified. This is work, actually. The reason I kind of was inclined to do 3 to 7 is because you can. It's not like you're going to a party. You're getting the most sought after certificates in cloud. So if it's you know it's not, it's possible to, I would ask the employer to, say, I am doing this certification on my own time, and you
And it's
can
only
leave,
once a
because
week.
then
So
it's always going to be very late. If we start at 5:30, we will be
yeah,
finishing 9:30, 10 o'clock, if people
yeah.
live.
Because there's a chance people might stay back a little bit, right? So that's the reason why we wanted it to be 5. And again, right, understand it's right after your work, but it's only once a week actually in person. So
Yeah, if we say 5:30, then people will arrive at 6. So
exactly.
5:30 is sharp, right? 5:30 sharp. How many are, so you don't have to complete the quests at the site if you want. As a matter of fact, it is being as part of the intro today, you should be getting access to the Cloud Skill Boost already, so you can start today. The reason we are doing it today, and the program may evolve our idea, so we are going to have people who are cloud certified, who work for Google or Google partners or Google developer experts, and they're there to help you with the labs. If everybody shows up and they've done the labs, we can pivot and do something else. So if you ask questions, or if you're doing hands-on another project, or this time is for you to take the biggest advantage of having a cloud instructors together with your peers. So we can do also, I heard that yeah, a lot of people wanted to know not so much about the labs for student clubs who did it before, but they wanted to know what we did today. Why certify? What's a practical application? So we are planning to, one of the speakers for the first for the kickoff, actually he's from the core ML team at Google. So the biggest reason to go to use Google cloud or any cloud is machine learning, and Google democratizes that. And you don't have to have PhD to do that. You can be a developer, and you can use APIs, and you can learn to do machine learning. This is huge. And Google has a free large tiers. If you're a big corporation like JP Morgan, you have to pay the big bucks. But you can have your own project that you can get advice on. And let's say if you want to apply for jobs, I don't want to announce in advance, but we want to have a program where people can get practical experience as well, because in order to be Google Cloud engineer or architect, you need practical experience. But if you don't, like, where do you get it? So if you're working on your own projects, we can go over that. So the more, as with anything, the more time you invest, the better. But the minimum, of course, will be for everyone to complete each cloud quest. And it says, how long does it take? You saw in the slide that it takes anywhere between 4, 5, or 6 hours. But for example, the introductory ones that tell you what is Quick Labs, what is Google Cloud Platform, how to log in, that is not going to take you long. But as we progress, you saw the different levels. A lot of them are intermediate or experienced. So running Kubernetes, that can get more complicated and require more time.
Perfect. Anna, there was one more question. Yeah.
Certificate. The complete. Oops.
The question on who was going. Yep, we can hear you. I think the question was.
I think
did you drop your mic?
My screen got disconnected, so I don't see this.
Yes, the certificate will only be issued by Google. JP Morgan is just a sponsor and providing the space. So we are kind of partnering with Google and giving the support they need to execute this certification program in person. However, the certification is coming from Google, not from JP Morgan. This is Google Cloud Platform. So Ruchi, hopefully that answers the question. Perfect.
I actually happen to have one last silly question.
Yeah, go ahead. No question is silly.
I do happen to have a Quick Labs account from my business.
Did we lose him? Aniket, I think we lost you. If you can read the chat. I think we lost Aniket. Anything else? Any questions, anyone? Because I know we lost Aniket. Maybe he'll ping us or he'll join back. I think, Anna, that's...
We're at time, but has everybody filled out the form?
I hope you have.
So make sure, you fill out the form, and we'll follow up, and you'll be signing in to the individual cloud study jams links that I shared before. But of course, we want to, you know that
And
you are committed.
oh, yes. And then once we have the final list, Anna and I will be reaching out to all of you who registered, because we would need your access or your name and information to give you access for visitor pass at 277. So that's this way you can enter the building. So we will reach out to
Exactly.
everybody who registered. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another reason to share. So yeah, you have to share your name and email. That's strictly for the
Yeah.
program purposes.
And
We're
make
not
sure
going to
you
be
have your
sharing.
ID that days. Yeah. Aniket, you're back on. What were you saying about Quick Lab account?
Hey,
For
am I
Ruchi,
audible
she
now?
can try to re-log in because I tried to make her to, but it doesn't work. So she has to refresh her page.
Hey, sorry, my battery laptop died. Yes, so I do happen to have a Quick Labs account from a business, and it has only like a single sign-on setup on that. So, uh, can I use like both of my company and my personal laptop?
I'm sorry, you said you already have Quick Labs access?
Yes, I do happen to have a Quick Labs account, and it's been provided by my company.
So the email that are signed into, to the GDG NYC platform, and the one that you signed in today, that email, hopefully it's a Gmail. Um, that one is the one that you get access to the Quick Labs for 3 months for free for any of them. So depends how you're signed in to the Quick Labs. So if you're using your company email, you'll be seeing whatever your subscriptions are for that. And for our course, it will be with the Gmail or whatever you signed in today. So those would be two different. I'm not sure if you can. You probably don't want to combine them, right? Or you're saying because you completed some stuff already, you want them to count toward that?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, that's a good point. I'll have to look into it. There was such a, there is such a uh, possibility that people already with their, even with the account they signed today, they already have Quick Labs. Um, but if you have two different ones, you probably don't want to combine them. But for our purposes, if you are in the class and you show that you've completed the quest, that's good enough. You don't need to redo all the labs again. If you share your quest on LinkedIn, or if you share your Quick Lab profile that you've completed it, we will accept that.
Okay, perfect.
Do we have a link to access the materials? Yes, so the links will be. Let me share the links one moment. Um, one second. So we can actually do a little test. For example, this is the part of the study requirements. So you can click on this and see if you can enroll. So do you see? So this one says 5 days. So basically, this is part of the videos and the links that you can that you need to go through. And the lab itself, let me share the one that we will be doing together. Let me share that one as well. So, for example, next Wednesday, we'll be doing the quest that I just posted. Create and manage cloud resources. So you can check if you can sign in. I think the access takes a few hours. So if you signed in for today's session, you should get the 3 free months, and you can start on the badge. Let me actually share my screen. This is what the quest looks like, and you see, because I've done that already, for me it shows up as completed. Well, I haven't completed the challenge lab, so there we go. I can do that because all of the organizers, by the way, are also learners. Everybody wants to get certified from the people who are organizing it. So but you should be able to enroll in this quest for free, and what will be required will be to, you see, it says unenroll, so there'll be a link to enroll, and you will be able to do those any time, but we will be doing them together. Let's say we have 4 hours and tour of the hands-on lab and creating virtual machines. Those are pretty basic, but for example, doing Kubernetes or doing the challenge together, that will be very very valuable. So you need to complete all of these next week, and so on. So, and of course, so on for um one second. So this is here is the link with all the. So this is for the first week. Then for the second week is another quest, and where you get a skill badge for infrastructure in Google Cloud. Then we're going to be doing how to set up a Google Cloud Terraform. For week 5, there was the one we put is how to build a site in Google Cloud. So you'll be able to use Cloud Run, Cloud Engine. So learn all the serverless and other platforms you can use. And then the last one will be the Kubernetes. Okay, I can stop sharing. Are there? Oh, there's a Q&A tab, which is not there. No one answered questions.
You're good.
Yay!
Then. I think.
Anyone
Yeah.
else? Did anyone else have questions? I hope we covered everything, right, Chivika?
I hope so too. I hope we sold them to sign up. All right. Anna, you want to close it off?
So yeah, so I put a link to, so there is a contact us button on GDG NYC, and on the form there was I actually put my cell phone, so I'm that committed that I'm willing to share. So if you want to text me with any more questions, the form has a cell phone number, that's mine, or you can send us a message through And we look forward to meeting you all in person. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah. Awesome.
So thank you for your time. And let's get started on our cloud journey. And Caro and Agnete, it's such an honor to have you. And Aditi and Linda and Ruchi, we are all organizing those events, on a monthly, weekly basis. So
Thank you to you, Anna, also.
Yes, thank you, Anna. I'm really excited to be part of this and to get to meet more of you in person next week. And for
yes, Carolina, we hope you take the course too.
yes, I will certainly be part of that.
Even Googlers need to be.
Yes.
One thing I will share that I learned yesterday and I was shocked is that Google has now more Google Cloud employees than Google. But Google Cloud is like a separate company, but
Yeah.
seriously, so that is how big it is. Okay.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
you.